Do you want to learn about some of the top talent in the amateur boxing scene? Then stay tuned.
Jacqui-Lee fights for Shadowboxruk UK. Today's guest is the current under 86 kg England boxing national champion, Private Carnell Brown. How you doing?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, no, very well, thank you. Very well.
We're doing a matching thing going on here. You're looking well. Looking well. So how's Christmas been? The last couple of weeks, how's it been?
Yeah, it's been relaxed, been really nice. Nice to spend time with the family, have a little bit of a switch off from boxing, ready to restart again for the new year. So it's, hit the ground running now in the new year. So
yeah, it seems such a short period of time, but back to the grind, I guess.
100%. Yeah, you can't really afford to take too much time off, especially when you've got things to aim for, and you want to stay at your best and improve. So,
have you had a chance to have a little look back and reflect on your performance?
Yeah, I wasn't obviously not happy with the performance. I think the occasion got the better of me, and sometimes when you have an aspiration of winning something, it can be overwhelming. Emotion can be overwhelming, and it can really affect the performance. But if I went back, would it have been any different if I'd fought another opponent or anything like that? Probably not, because the occasion was still so important that I wanted it too much. But it's just to learn from that now, and just to ensure that, don't let that happen again, and be a bit more relaxed, just so I can actually put on a good show and fight at the best of my ability.
To be honest, most boxers come and say, "Oh, I wasn't happy with my performance." And listen, anybody that came back into the championships after that two-year layoff, I have to congratulate all of you for staying focused and staying on it. So, I mean, don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey, especially with the COVID. Because for me, I went back to work and didn't really have much to do with the boxing. I was focused on different things, career side. Because obviously we're soldiers first. So once we're not boxing, we're straight back into our job roles. And so it's been really awkward.
Well, we'll talk about the army in a second. Going back to your fight, you fought it's Joe Amino.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed the bout. I can understand that you're upset because I think little things like timing for most boxers, I have to say, throughout that championship was a problem. Yeah. And I attest that to the fact that you guys have had a long layoff. What things did you like that you did? No, you should like something.
That's the most difficult question.
Okay, you're triggering. I like the way you was triggering and trying to draw on your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to. My idea was to, aim to be first and third. I wanted to have a clean boxing match, force him to commit so I could find the counters and box my way through it. But I think just that horrible clash of styles as well. That's not really. I don't blame my opponent. My opponent was he done what he had to do, and coming in that when we both clashed, we were both in at different angles. Our heads were in different positions, and it was a lot of missing. But I knew what I wanted to do, and I was trying to get the triggers in and trying to have a bit of the control of the space, trying to be the more dominant boxer.
So there you go. No, it's good because, as an amateur boxing coach, any coach, I believe that, you've got to take the good as well. You can't just focus on the bad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, wasn't there a clash of heads in the second round? And I wonder what went through your mind at that point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, that's the first time, for me boxing, that's the first time I've ever had I cut from clash of heads. Because I don't normally get involved much with the scrapping and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the third thing that probably come into my head was a bit of panic. You never really know how you're doing in there. You just focus on trying to get the win. And I thought this could possibly throw a spanner in the works. So it did cause a bit of panic. It did cause a little bit of desperation at times. But again, I'm glad to experience that, because if that happens again, I'll know how to cope with that better. So it's all about learning, really, and I can take a lot from it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to see it, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most people think, oh, you're going to come out charging out and trying to finish the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think you managed to keep quite a cool head.
Yeah, I did my best. Yeah, because I just wanted to win, and yeah, you can only do what you can do. You can only make the best of a bad. You can only make the best of a bad situation. Do what you can.
100%. 100%. So you got to didn't you get to the finals or the semi-finals in 2019? So you've been on this, this upward ascent, haven't you, to the top since 2019? What was it like then? Obviously it was bad for everybody during the pandemic, but were you able to continue training because you're with the army, or how did you feel throughout that time, and how did it affect your training?
So initially there was a period where I've gone back to work, but because there was rotating shifts, I wasn't always in work. I was able to maintain great contact with the ABT coaches, and we were doing like Zoom sessions, just to keep our fitness up, just to tick over. We were very unaware of how long the pandemic was going to last. Keeping us restricted from the boxing. But then after a while, once work started to pick up again, I had less time to sort of focus. I did try my best to keep in contact with people, and I did, talk to people, get to see it, make sure everyone was okay. But the training started to like switch focus now, and I have more commitments within my job role, so it did become very difficult.
So don't you guys get like a bit of a heads up, a nod about what's going on nationally, any crises? Don't you get a little sort of like whisper in your ear?
Not particularly. I think rumours is obviously a massive thing, but I don't hear anything out of the ordinary from like being in the army or being outside of the army. I don't have any extra information or anything like that. No, so I wish I did, but no.
So yeah, basically they're keeping it to themselves. To be fair, I actually did think you did get like a little whisper before. No. So you've mentioned boxing for the army. Obviously, you've been in the army. How many years is it now?
I started the army in 2016. I started boxing in 2017.
So did you join the army for the purposes of boxing?
No, I actually didn't know. So I used to box when I was younger. I quit boxing for a lot of years. I only had like a few fights, and then I had no intention of boxing, to be honest. And then literally, as soon as I got caught wind when I got to my first unit, that boxing was going. Would I like to take part? I was like, absolutely. So I thought, you know what, give it a go. Why not? And it turned out, I've done the Army Individual Championship, got to train alongside the Royal Signals Corps team, and then that was it really. From there, went on to do the development squad twice, and then rolled on straight onto the elites. So. Yeah,
nice journey. So. Yeah. So you were saying that you boxed before. Am I hearing a Wolves accent? Is it Wolves or Birmingham? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Warsaw, but I used to box for Wolverhampton, ABC.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Do you get to visit them, when you go home?
No. So my coach, who's there at the time, has moved now, so he no longer. So when I'm at home, I just like to get to the family, but because I don't really have much time to spend, so you only get the weekend. But yeah, I do keep in touch with him on Facebook and stuff like that. He's been very supportive as well, actually, on my journey. He keeps in touch with me, and so it's really nice. It's very nice. Yeah.
So can you talk to me about the process of becoming an amateur boxer via the British Army?
Yeah. So there's two pathways. You could join regulars or you can join the reserves, and they're both potential pathways to the boxing. So, and it's for people of all skill levels, really. So if you're going to boxing, you've got no experience, you'll build your experience up in the battalion boxing. You'll do tournaments that are, for people under a certain amount of belts. You can get yourself scouted, move on to the development pathway. So you can go back for the Army Development Squad, and they'll enter you into the national Class A, Class Bs. I know this time it was all one, wasn't it? Class A and Class Bs. But you can enter the development squad, and then if they do see potential, you can go a long way. They'll bring you onto the podium squad, and give you the opportunity to, get you out there and build your experience.
So can they literally Would I be correct in thinking they could go to like a careers office and basically say, listen, I want to box for the army?
Yeah, they can, but it would be obviously wise to have, a job role that you'd enjoy as well. Yeah, you still got to think of the career side, because we are soldiers first, and that's very important, and that's something that no soldier can forget. Yes, boxing is great. Yes, the opportunity there. However, if we're needed to do something which is, for our job role, we must do that. That's the contract that we sign. That's what we do.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of people. Sorry, it's just my own imagination. People thinking, "Oh, right, they don't." They probably think they sign up and they don't have to do any of the kind of soldier side of things. And then they realise they're like,
yeah, in the freezing cold.
Yeah, you've just had your GB trials, haven't you? After obviously winning your national title.
Yeah.
How was that?
Very difficult, very challenging, but an experience that's second to none, really. I've learnt a lot in such a short space of time, and the way to do it now with GB is instead of just going for that one trial now, there's 2 camps for stage 1. So they'll have a look again. So I'll go again on 17th of February. We also had Lucy, who was a finalist for the female category. She'd done her trial a week before, and she got hers again in February as well. She's doing really well. She really enjoyed it as well.
Brilliant.
Bless her. She's come a long way.
I spoke to her. I actually spoke to her after her fight.
Yeah.
I've coached her as well. The camp. Yeah. She's good talent. Very, very good talent. And I think she's going to go really far, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's exciting for you guys to get sort of in the mix and get up to GB. What's it like sort of walking in that room, the headquarters, and seeing all those photos around the edge of the gym?
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it, really? I mean, you go in there, you're surrounded by greatness. And you can see, like, there's when they say when you've got opportunity, you need to reach out and grab it with both hands. And when you go, as soon as you enter that place, it's opportunity. And you've got to just go out there and give it everything you've got. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I know obviously you've got to go back and do another GB trial, but, apart from that, what are your, immediate goals?
So, still got some time to discuss, really. I still want to, keep my head down, do my best, keep progressing, keep improving, take every opportunity that comes with tournaments, etc. But to see where I'll go, I think, so one day where just time will tell, really. And then it's also like that I need to take the opportunity to discuss things further with my coaches and stuff like that. So there's a lot to think about, a lot of planning, but there's a lot of different pathways that I could take, and which are beneficial.
Talking about people doing well from the army, the army boxing team, one of your old teammates has just turned over, hasn't he? Natin Nguanya.
Yeah, so happy for him.
Yeah, so talk to me about that. Have you trained with him before?
I have, yeah. I've had the great opportunity to show him. When I come onto the team, he went out of his way and took me under his wing. He looked after me. He's always given me great guidance. He's always given me the great advice. He's just been that go-to guy, the big brother on the team. He really is like a big brother to me. And I'd wish nothing but the best for him. He's great talent. You see him work hard day in, day out. The dedication that he carries, he's going to do very well. I know that. I have great faith in him.
How far do you think that Natty can get? Because there are some great heavyweights coming through, but he hasn't been unleashed yet, has he?
No, he hasn't. No, many great heavyweights or cruiserweights out there, but everyone's great, but they haven't fought him yet. So it's the testing for them, not for Natty. Natty's the man. So I think he'll do really well. I think he will, and he'll go as far as he wants to go. If his ambitions to achieve this, I believe he can achieve that. So let's just good to wait and see, and let's just watch his journey.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's chomping at the bit to get out there. And do you know what's great about it is to see somebody like you that's at the start of their journey, and then you can look to where you can go.
Yeah.
It's such an inspiring story, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And it doesn't just inspire me; he inspires like the rest of the army boxing team. This is something where everyone could work towards and follow in his footsteps. He's like, you know, professional boxing is, it's not like it's not something that's like, I wouldn't say it's as popular, or it's quite new. They're quite new to the army boxing, you know, and that, you know, army boxers doing the professional. You know, we've got Ches Niner, who's a professional boxer. You know, he's done a great job as well. Another ABT legend as well. You know, let's not forget about Ches as well. He's amazing. And we've got Natty as well, who's amazing. And then, you know, there will be more that will do this.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really, really exciting times. But listen, thank you very much for giving us your time. I'm so pleased to have finally got hold of you and able to get an interview with you. And we'll keep an eye on all your endeavours.
No, thank you for your time as well. It's been great to talk to you.